secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Jimmy, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Today we're going to talk about how to make a playmaking MIDI specialist, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. As like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you know the game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, all right? So, doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed. I just go left-handed for most of my builds. The height we're going to go with is 6'6", 215 with a 6'11 wingspan. Reason being is because we're going to be trying to get gold blow-bys and speed booster. That's what's really going to set this thing apart. So we'll talk about that as we go. But yeah, you want to go 6'6", 215 with a 6'11 wingspan. And again, you got to go 6'11 to get that 93 mid-range shot, right? So now without further ado, let's go here. What we're going to do, like I said, is we're going 86 with our speed. That is going to give us speed booster on gold, hyperdrive on gold. Very, very toxic movement. Now, this is gonna be this build is gonna be able to move, right? 86 speed with speed booster, and then of course we're gonna top it off with an 83 acceleration to either get blow-bys on gold. Yeah, it's gonna be really shifty. You also will get triple strike on gold, also, right? Our strength, we're going 63 on the strength. Now, we're going 63. You will get clamps. I mean, I'm not clamps. Fearless finisher on silver, but you also will get your physical handles on silver by having a 63 strength. Then we're gonna go 75 on the vert, all right? 75 on that vert, and then we're gonna go 99 on the stamina. So these physicals are a little bit higher than what you'll typically get from a 6'6". Most people either have a 73 acceleration, most people probably have this at 81 speed, but and again, it costs a lot to do that, right? Then what we're gonna do up here in the finishing, nothing really much changes here. We're gonna go 80 on the driving layup. Again, like I've been saying this for months, layups are really strong, so it doesn't make sense not to have an 80 driving layup at least, because the pro touch is really strong. You're not going to dunk every time, so if you get knocked out of a dunk animation, your pro touch and your layup is going to really what's going to hold you together. And if you have layup timing on, it's easy to time these things, man. It's just going to be a lot of made shots that are pretty cheesy, okay? So just go ahead and go with that 80 driving layup. 75 on that driving dunk. I spoke on this a lot. 65 to 75 is a really good sweet spot for your dunk animation. So you want to make sure that you're at least trying to hit 65 or 75. Don't go in between. But by going 75, you basically get all the basic dunk packages along with some of the advanced dunk packages. And then, of course, once you get past 75 and you start creeping up to the 80s, you start getting into the elites. But regardless, you'll be able to finish strong with around the basket. And then, of course, a 45 standing dunk. There's no way, there's no excuses not to have at least a 45 standing dunk, especially how strong standing dunks are this year. No excuse. So just make sure you get that 45 standing dunk, all right? Excuse me. Now, on our mid-range shot, we just spoke about that. 93 on the mid-range was give you catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. So very important to be able to have, especially when you call it a MIDI specialist, excuse me. It makes sense just to make sure you have an extraordinarily good mid-range, so you're going to be able to shoot really well. But not only that, you will get the really good jump shot bases. You get Tracy McGrady jump shot base, so just keep that in mind. Also, you get a really good base with this. You can't ask for anything better than that. And then, of course, you want to go 76 on your three ball. So you don't need to go higher than a 76. 76 is where you need to go if you want to shoot threes at a high rate with a really good jump shot base. 93 mid-range, again, like I said, it's going to give you a lot of good jump shot bases. So you'll be able to shoot really well at the three-point line, whatever base you decide to go with. But regardless, this is really overpowered as far as the shooting goes. It's kind of like roadkill, to be honest with you. You don't need to go like that. But now that you do have it, just be happy to have some of these Hall of Fame badges that most people aren't going to have. Catch and shoot Hall of Fame, comeback kid, of course, mini musician, doing all those fades in mid-range, guard up, and open looks. And then, of course, you also get whistle on gold by having such a high mid-range. You even get space creator, spot finder, green machine on gold, dead eye, blinders on gold. So really tough. Now we're going 76 on the free throw. I just didn't have no room to get it up to 80. But again, like I said, I don't cookie cut you. So if you know a way to get to 80, by all means, find a way to get to 80. All right. We are going to go 91 on our pass accuracy. That's going to give us bell out on silver. When you're attacking a lot in the mid-range, doing fades and stuff, you can get contested shots, so it makes sense to get that mid-range up. I mean, the bailout on silver, but you also get some, look at this, dimer, needle threader, relay passer, touch passer, break starter, all on gold. Needle threader is probably the most important, obviously. People trying to cheat in the paint, trying to play in the corner, y'all know what I'm talking about. But regardless, you'll be able to dot them with ease. This is going to be a really good primary ball handler build. 93 ball handle, so yes, you are able to get ankle breaker on Hall of Fame, but also killer combos on gold. You also get handles for days and unpluckable on gold. So we're looking at some really good animations here. And of course, like I said, we're going 83 with the speed with ball. That's gonna give you the blow by, speed booster, hyperdrive, and triple strike on gold, like I spoke of. So when you look at this from a whole, I mean, it's gonna be hard for people to stay in front of you. Right, that's just what I'm gonna say. Blow bys really help people out a lot. Then by going 63, getting the physical handles on silver, that's also gonna kind of take you over the edge a little bit. By being able to do that is gonna be dope, because at the end of the day, since you do have a high mid-range, you can attack a lot to the basket and just fade out with it, right? Fade. So regardless, there is a unique play style that you can have with this. Of course, if you open at the top of the key, boom, knock down that three. Now defensively, this is going to be, like I said, a primary ball handler type, so you're just going to get a 58, but I don't want to say just 58. You can get off-ball pass. So by having off-ball pass, we know how bumpy it is in 2K. So by having off-ball pass on bronze, you are going to be able to be a lot physical, be present, meaning people just ain't going to be able to run by you. Off-ball pass is going to make you bump people. They're not going to be able to go back door on you. So just keep that in mind, that even though you have a 58, you're still not going to be no slouch. And then, of course, we're going 60 on the steal, just so we can get the interceptor on bronze. Like, we want to be able to get that animation. If you're at a 59, you will not get a passing lane steal. You need to have at least bronze interceptor. This is an animation badge, meaning in order to get the animation of catching the ball, you have to get this on a 60. So don't sleep. Yeah, 58, 60 is not the greatest, right? But we made sure we hit the tiers that we need. If you're in rec and you're playing in the corner with your team, obviously you have what you need. You have off-ball pass, you have interceptor. If you're playing in the park and that type of deal, obviously you shouldn't be playing on ball. You should be playing off ball. Regardless, this is meant to be a primary ball handler, high-level scoring type build. But again, this is not going to be for everybody, right? But the build name is so rare, and I could have made it where it had more here, but I thought, like, nah, let me go all out and make this more of a comp type build, where you play specialized, where just is offense and you have lockdowns, play defense for you, that type of deal. Now, if you want to move things around, by all means you can drop your ball handle down to an 88. You can get your pass accuracy down to an 86 maybe. I'm not sure. The name is so rare though, it's tough to try to figure out which one it'll be. But regardless, I feel like the finishing, shooting, playmaking, the physicals, the defense, this is just a really strong build. And plus the name, as you're gonna see right here, is extremely rare. So I'm just excited to be able to bring this to y'all. I mean, I haven't seen this at all in the park. Y'all let me know in the comment section, have you seen this build in the park? A playmaking Middy specialist. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Dimmy. I'll be back really soon with the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.